tremendous disadvantage. He'll box otherwise. The fact that he's knocked out 20 fairly easy opponents and gone the distance twice with the good opponents is some kind of anomaly that we can't explain so far. Tonight, he has a different problem. The problem tonight is to look good against a fighter with a style it's almost impossible to look good against. That could be an opportunity for him.
All right, let's get ready to learn more. As you may know, Roy Jones Jr.'s professional career got off to a slow start. It kick-started into rapid motion after a midstream decision that he made. It may be the toughest choice that Roy Jones Jr. will ever make in his life. Sometimes people are remembered more for what wasn't than for what was. It's the central element in Roy Jones Jr.'s identity. At the 1988 Olympic Games in Seoul, Jones's phenomenal talent burst across America's television screens as he overwhelmed his Korean finals opponent. Jones was the second coming of Ray Leonard, but then came the decision.
In the blue corner,
Park Si-han has stolen the bout.
Though corrupt judges robbed him of his gold medal, Jones was the governing federation's choice as most outstanding boxer of the Olympics.
I was like, well, if I'm the best boxer here, how come I'm not wearing a gold medal? And, you know, it didn't really give me any consolation, though, because I was crushed for 2 days about that medal. Then I thought about it, you know, and I said, well, I think God blessed me with something more valuable than a gold medal. Because right now, today, people still remember me from the Olympics, more so than they do the guys who won gold medals.
But the trauma of losing seemed to knock Jones off course for years. He thought about quitting for several months, then turned pro, choosing his father, himself a former boxer, as his manager. Roy Jones Sr. was intensely suspicious of the boxing establishment, and after 2 quick fights on national television, he forced his son into a holding pattern of obscurity for nearly 4 years. Jones Jr. was matched against a parade of inept opponents in and around his hometown of Pensacola, Florida. While several of his Olympic teammates were winning world titles, critics and fans were writing off Roy Jones Jr.'s apparently lost career.
I could see where they were saying that I wasn't moving fast enough. I could understand that. But my father just didn't think that I was ready to move like that yet.
Roy Jr. was a little more anxious to get his career moving than Roy Sr. Roy Sr. said he could train his son for 10 years for a fight, and he'd want to train him 10 years in a day.
Father-son teams have bad karma. Joe Frazier pushed Marvis too fast. Howard Davis Jr. never won a title under his dad. Robert Ches Sr. committed suicide. And by early last year, Roy Jones Jr. was becoming increasingly miserable under his father.
My will to get up every morning and go jogging and to train hard every day was just starting to depreciate because I didn't see any title shot coming anytime soon.
Someone of Roy Jones Jr.'s talent should have been in the ring with somebody that could really teach him something, but when you knock a guy out in 46 seconds, how much do you learn? So he basically said, I love my father, but I don't want him as a trainer or a manager. Basically, they haven't talked for at least a year, which is very sad.
It's not a good relationship, but with time, it'll probably get better. I think he's starting to realize why I had to do what I had to do.
Liberated from his father, Roy Jr. took charge. Since bringing the widely respected Alton Murkerson on board as his trainer, Jones has won a slice of the middleweight title. And under the business guidance of 2 local attorneys, he has signed a multi-million-dollar television deal.
There's a 4-person round table in the sense that every time there's a big decision to be made, they say the bottom line decision is Roy's, but they all 4 of them discuss it.
Blessed with a marketable hot dog style and sensational boxing skills, Jones finally seems on the verge of his superstar destiny. Ironically, his father's decision to hold him back for so long seems to have achieved its purpose. Roy Jr. has had the time to mature and put the precarious life of a celebrity into perspective. Though he's a huge hero in Pensacola, Jones has remained accessible and down to earth. He lives modestly on a small farm and has no plans, for the moment, to leave his hometown.
I feel very good about Pensacola. You can hunt, you can fish. I can sit here and entertain myself in my own backyard all day. Never would have to leave the house.
But first, it appears Roy Jones is going to be entertaining a lot of other people for a long time to come.